Shock Trauma Online.
Good evening, Anne Arundel County Paramedic 7. Patient is very extreme pain at this point in time. White female pedestrian struck by a car.
No questions. Present time. We'll see you on the helipad in about 4 minutes.
Broken lines, broken strings, broken threads, broken springs, broken idols, broken heads, people sleeping in broken beds. Ain't no use jiving, ain't no use joking.
And the guardrail just took it all with her.
Everything is broken.
You have Shock Trauma Center on board.
Broken bottles, broken saws, broken buckles, broken laws, broken bodies.
We would like to have permission to decompress the right chest.
Broken voices on broken folks. Take a deep breath, feel like you're choking. Everything is broken.
It's AM.
4 minutes. He's at University Hospital in Baltimore. He's in shock trauma.
Make a hole. What is this? It's a four-wheeler. The guy was ejected off it. They don't think he had a helmet on.
Sweetie, Sweetie, open your eyes.
Do you know this kid's name? IVX 16. 16 or 14.
The policeman actually just came by and says that he was riding at a pretty good rate of speed down a side street without a helmet, and a rabbit darted in front of him. He swerved to miss the rabbit, took out a tree that they said was about this wide between his head and obviously leg and the ATV, severed the tree in half, and you know, so that's pretty significant injury. He's a sick kid.
Look at that leg. Oh my God.
Can you open your eyes? Can you open your eyes?
You want to put your camera pulse?
Yes, he does. Squeeze my hand. Good job. Squeeze my hand.
When he came in, he really wasn't breathing very well on his own. His brain was not effectively telling his body what to do. When you look at someone who can't respond to you properly, you use their movements and their response to eye-opening to evaluate where they are. And he had one of the lowest scores you can possibly get.
Like he's not moving at all. Just like it seems like there's like nothing there, like he's not.
That's the medication, remember? We're doing that to keep him comfortable with all the tubes and all the things we've had to do tonight. All right?
Are they going to operate on him?
We're gonna fix his leg tonight, like Dr. Splay explained, to combat any chance of infection, to get in there and
It
clean out
just
the leg.
reminded me of someone laying in a cast. And not knowing, like the whole way coming down here that night, it was like, God, am I going to get there? And is he going to, is he going to be alive? Am I going to get a chance to see him?
You're going to be all right.
The severe brain trauma like Timmy has, oftentimes we'll see swelling in the brain, and the swelling has nowhere to go. It's within the confined space of the skull. So this could cause permanent injury or even death. All right, let's all keep our fingers crossed here.
There it is. You know, his heart rate has dropped.
So what neurosurgery is going to do is place a bolt, a camino, inside of the brain to enable us to measure the pressure within the brain, know what we have to treat.
I can't stand the idea that he's up there, by himself. I mean, I know he's not by himself, but he's not with any of us, his family. And I can't stand that feeling.
There's just so many things that runs through your mind. I mean, you should never,
Will you ever get to...
I mean, like
I mean, I just...
like you didn't tell him that you loved him before he went out. I mean, you know, it's just like, you know, if you go to bed at night, I mean, I feel bad if I forget to tell her I love her before I go to bed at night, you know.
Take it easy and relax, babe. Okay, the doctors are going to get you all better, okay?
Your brothers and sisters say they love you. You know, Dad loves you too.
You're a strong fighter, Tim.
It's just him coughing, choking on the tube. That's okay.
Started to jump a little bit, and I thought,
Yeah, I
well,
don't know,
maybe
it scared me a little bit. But
it
then
scared me at first, but then I thought, well, maybe he hurt us. You know, maybe he.
I thought that he hurt us. I really do.
See, he never did like really move his hand with me.
He didn't. I mean,
Did he?
just like, I don't know whether it was nerves or what. I felt like he did anyway.
I wanted you to have the opportunity to come up and see him.
Thank you.
And I know he's trying to respond to the fact that he knows you're here.
Right.
But let's let him get some rest.
All right.
Fair enough?
All right, fair enough.
Worst thing that could happen to him is he could become brain dead and die from this injury.
Until he wakes up and starts showing us what he can do, we can't tell where he's going to go right now.
I can't leave him. What if I'm gone and something happens?
Open your eyes, Mary. Open your eyes. Just got him out of right here. Okay.
Approximate 100 miles an hour. Actually ripped off the entire front of the car.
Shock trauma online.
Okay, he's about 20 years old, ejected, doesn't remember the accident at all.
Oh my God.
You been drinking tonight? Yeah. You say you drink every day or just on the weekends?
Every day.
Every day?
I'm not alcoholic. I can control myself, you know, but I'm like.
How much you say you drink a day? Like a 6-pack, a 12-pack, a 40?
Shit. Maybe
6-pack a day?
6 and 9.
6 and 9 a day, huh? Okay.
I'm a pretty big, you know.
Pretty big drinker.
Yeah.
Pretty good boozer.
I'm cutting back though. That's the main thing though.
Any particular reason you think that you're a dumbass tonight?
Because drinking and driving. Just says it all. How many staples did I get?
I don't know. I gotta count.
Hi, I'm Sherry.
Are you okay?
I'm fine now. I'm just a little.
What you got the neck thing on for?
Well, that's precautionary. So until I get a read on his X-rays, and because he's got a little alcohol on board, and
everyone was saying, yeah, and you can drive. I wasn't that drunk at all.
Be thankful. I'm thankful. You're taking another sip of this.
How you doing, bud?
Pretty good.
He was going a tad fast, about 68, 70 miles an hour in the 35 zone. He lost control of the vehicle, yelled it, hit an embankment, rolled it about 4 times, and somewhere in that roll, he was ejected. Unfortunately, he's been drinking, and he is under 21.
I probably only had like 3 beers at that kid's house.
Under 21, you're not supposed to have any alcohol. None, zero, nada. Okay, over 21, you got to be responsible. You can drink. I'm not telling you can't drink at 21. You just can't drive. Now, I know after this is all over with, you will never do this again, right?
I was just talking to my dad about it now.
Andrew, I don't want to see you again, buddy.
I know, I'm sorry.
Okay, except to say hi to. If that thing would have rolled on top of you, you're dead.
Shock trauma's online.
There's your pen.
Leave me alone, you bitch!
Shock trauma online. How you doing, guy?
I'm really scared.
No, we'll take good care of you, okay?
I'm really scared.
Let me the fuck out of here! Let me out of here!
Ankle restraints, please. And you notified his parents?
No, we're still trying to figure out who he is. We don't have his name.
I don't know if I want to talk to you anymore.
Hey, Tim. Tim, open your eyes. Open your eyes, Tim. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. You can do it. Come on, Tim. How about wiggle your toes, Tim? Tim, wiggle your toes. Move your toes. Come on.
Did he open his eyes or anything?
Not really, no, but he made movements that were kind of non-specific, not geared toward anything. But then again, he's very sedated. Okay.
Timmy, can you squeeze Mommy's hand? Timmy, can you squeeze Mommy's hand? I talk and I rub and I rub and I try and I don't get nothing. Timmy, everybody's here, honey.
Sorry, Tim.
Can you hear Mommy? Huh? Like that stuff, him moving his legs. They told me I don't need that him moving his legs. If you told somebody to open your eyes, if you tell them to, they said that means something. That's why I was like really excited for what he's coming out. I'm here for you.
Shock Trauma Center on board.
What is that?
Especially the first time.
Hey, Timmy. Timmy, honey, Miss Angie's here. Joey's mommy's here. Timmy and Aunt Mary Jane and Mommy.
Hi, Timmy.
Oh, hey, Timmy, sweetheart. Hi, baby. Timmy.
Well, you picked a hell of a way to get out of going back to school. Oh, look at him.
Timmy, honey.
Timmy.
Hey, baby. Oh, my
He's
God.
moving. He should be moving
Never
around.
opened his eyes. Timmy, honey.
Don't make him move too much.
Then the guy said, when he opened his eyes, he looked right at us.
How you doing, buddy?
Just be calm.
Lay down,
It's
buddy.
okay. Just
Lay
be
still. Okay. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Just lay real still, okay? You be careful. Be calm. I love you, buddy.
It's okay.
Hi, honey, I love
Just
you.
lay still.
I guess maybe. But his pressure's going up. I don't know whether to talk
Just
to him.
bless
I don't want to talk to him because he's looking at me. I'm afraid to talk to him because now that's going on. He acts.
He opened his eyes a little earlier for me, too.
But I don't know what to do. I'm afraid because his thing kept going up. He was trying to move. He's trying to turn over. He's trying to roll over to one side. Do stuff, and I don't know what I can or I can't do, and I was getting upset, you know, because I want to talk to him and I want to try to do something, and I don't know what I can do.
Yeah, what you can do is just keep reassuring him, reorient him as to what happened, that he was in an accident, he's in the hospital, he's being taken care of right now.
Mommy's right here, honey. Can you feel Mommy's hand?
I ain't happy. I'm feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long. The future is coming on. I ain't happy. I'm feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless.
You're making this stuff up, aren't you?
God watches out for drunks, fools, and children. I think he got all three here with our patient.
But I like these jeans.
Is anybody ordering food?
Come on, you bitch! Hey, get the fuck out of here! Fuck you, bitch! It's coming on, it's coming on. My future is coming on, it's coming on, it's coming on, it's coming on, it's coming on. My future is coming on, it's coming on, it's coming on. My future is coming on, it's coming on, it's coming on. My future.
It's been 4 years now. We were partying at my house, and we were just getting drunk and stuff, and we were underage, of course. And then June 7th, I just basically ruined my life. Got in the car with the drunk driver, and then the driver was just like speeding and then just slammed into a tree. And then I hit the windshield with my head.
After they cut her out of the car, she was medevac 2 shock trauma. The momentum of the accident was so bad that, I mean, physics basically just took over. And her brain continued to move even though her head had stopped. And so her brain bashed against the front of her skull, back, forward, back, and then it twisted a little bit as well.
I was in a coma for 81 days.
Her spleen had ruptured. Many of her ribs were broken. Her liver was damaged, and her pelvis was smashed. She had a broken collarbone, a broken shoulder blade, a cracked skull.
They had to, you explain.
Well, it's pretty.
I was asleep. I don't remember. It was a trach tube.
Yeah, trach tube.
Yeah. One of my lungs was punctured. Both of them, okay.
Little holes.
Yeah, and it was, I couldn't breathe, and so they had to just like stab me in the throat with something, like.
She couldn't communicate, she couldn't talk, she couldn't eat, she couldn't use the bathroom, she couldn't, nothing. She was like an infant again, but an 18-year-old infant. I mean, she was in the hospital for 4.5 months. She had no idea who I was. And, you know, everybody came to see her in the hospital when she was there. But as soon as she came home, she couldn't really communicate. I mean, everything that came out of her mouth was inside out and backwards. There was just all sorts of recovery going on, and nobody felt the need to hang out through that recovery.
When I learned how to walk and talk and everything, you know, it took months and months and months, and then it's like been years. Can't do this, can't do that, can't drive. Like jobs, can't work.
Whew. I'm so lucky for not falling. During the day, my parents are at work, so I am the one who has to make sure that the dogs have clean water. If they're hungry, I feed them, just like I feed everyone else.
very sad to watch your kid not be able to function and to sit around by themselves and have no job and have no car, have no life. Probably the worst thing, I think. Just the part that always gets me is because she had this huge, just big smile. And like half of it's gone now from paralysis. I try really hard. And I can usually pretty much make it through just about anything until I talk about her smile and how I miss it. I probably won't ever see that smile again.
Does something hurt?
When he closed his eyes, it seemed like the only time he was comfortable, or that I felt like that he wasn't in pain. But like they explained, they're not always in pain when they're doing that. They do this.
You can sit up here a minute. I'll hold you here a minute. But you know what? You might feel better. I'm right here. Listen. Mommy's right here. I'm right here.
I mean, he just looked like somebody that wasn't normal. You know what I mean? Somebody that was, and I guess that's what they were trying to explain. He's had a head injury. They always say he has a head injury, you know, to me. And I'm like, I understand, you know, I know that what they're saying, but it's like, it was a little overwhelming for me. I'd love for my son to be 100% better, but I have to keep in mind, like they've said, you know, it might be up to a year before you know, or it could be a couple of months. They don't know. They don't know when you have a head injury.
I know. Don't cry. Just try to relax.
Good job, Tim. I'm just going to listen to your swallow here, bud. I want you to raise your hand up as far as you can. This hand. Good job. All right.
You look good. I love you.
Put your tongue on the side. On the side. Good. Can you bring it up? Scream for me. Yeah, that's good. All right. Good job.
I think I'm just tired.
I think you are too.
I don't feel good today.
That looks like
When they take him, I'll probably jump in that chair real quick and try to go to sleep. Okay? All right. Love you. Bye.
What's your name, hon? Tom? Hi, Tom. I'm Catherine. I'm going to be your nurse.
All right.
Make sure the camera comes out.
Right.
Watch my monitor on the
Yeah, I know. I see that. Tom? Tom, do you have any medical conditions? No?
And drinking tonight?
All the way around.
Doing drugs?
Especially if you already did.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
All right.
You allergic to any medications? You take any medications on a regular basis?
Did you take any drugs, Tom? No. Did you drink?
No.
No.
Abrasion right knee, scrape left knee.
It's all right if you
No step off, no obvious tenderness. He's got distal pulses 2+. He moves both extremities.
Don't squeeze it. We need a peek.
You're gonna feel a stick here, sweetie.
There you go.
Hey, relax, okay?
Listen, were you drinking tonight? Yeah, how much? Little? You doing anything else? Smoke any pot or anything, buddy? You wouldn't lie to me, would you? I need to know if I can trust you.
He had a significant amount of alcohol on board based on what this test result looks like. Dodson family? Yes. Hi, I'm Catherine. I'm his nurse. You're Tom's mom? I am. Okay, he's doing all right. We put him on a breathing machine, and the machine is doing the work for him right now, okay?
Oh, my
so
God.
it's okay. So you ready to come on up and see him?
Oh, my God. Hi, buddy.
You can go right there, sweetie.
Mommy's here, Tom. Oh, my God. Oh, God.
He can't open his eyes or anything right now because of the medication I've given him,
care.
just so you know.
I'm gonna cancel.
Back, you get the nurse.
Yeah, okay. I'm all right.
What's the matter, honey?
She's just getting dizzy.
Why don't we get you a chair?
Okay. Please don't let anything happen to my son. No. Joanne, please take
Joanne, open your eyes. Look at me over here. Joanne, you got to keep it together for your son. No, you're not. You're going to sit up. You're going to take him to CAT scan now, get everything checked out, okay?
I've been in the mall. I've been there seeing and knowing where he fell from and knowing that his body hit that floor. Seeing him laying there and knowing what he went through. I'll never get that picture out of my mind looking down them steps and seeing my son laying there. I will never, till the day I die, get that picture out of my mind.
Just like play you want?
3 in.
He had a blood clot in his frontal lobe, and we just evacuated it. And you saw when they opened the covering of the brain that the brain sort of herniated or pooched out of that, showing that there was some pressure there. Even though he was neurologically improving, we knew his pressures were going up because we were monitoring the pressure inside his head.
Hey, boy. God, he is cold. He's got the goosebumps.
Then I really swelled. He's
Yeah.
really swelled up a lot during surgery.
We need to treat him medically for a few more days for the pressure, and nothing else happens to him. I mean, in an ICU, you know, there are certain risks of developing infections and other complications, but provided that he makes it through this acute period okay, you know, we can get the tube out, we'll get the monitor out. But he's still not out of the woods, you know? I mean, you know, we still have 2 or 3 days where, you know, it could go either way.
I thought we were going to be done. He was going to go out on his own, and, you know, hopefully the lessons that we taught him, he'd learn. But now it's going to be a different story. We might have to start from all over again. So, like I said, we got to wait, see what happens. A lot of things happen.
Timmy, can you stay awake for me? You ready to eat? Okay, let me see you stick your tongue out again at me. Good. Can you tell me your name? Tell me your name. Good, Tim. What's your last name? Louder.
No.
Great. How old are you? A little bit louder. Good, 15. Okay. Because he is a traumatic brain injured patient, he can't control his speaking and putting the thoughts together and repeating what I'm asking him to repeat. Open your eyes, take a look at me. My name is Tim. Good. Real loud. Take a deep.
Tim.
Good. You want to try it one more time? Real loud. Okay, deep breath in. You got it. Real loud. You're doing great. This is the last time. And you can see also during the therapeutic session he has some what's called emotional lability, where he kind of almost cries and seems like upset, almost like he's in pain. He can't control what some of his emotional reactions are, and that's very typical in a brain injured patient also. Tim.
If you would ask him what's wrong, he might not say anything's wrong.
Just give me a my. Louder. That's better. Let me hear your name. Is. That's good. Okay.
I was 16. I met these guys who weren't from anywhere around here, and I thought the guy who was driving was pretty hot, so I, of course, got in the car with him. I was in a coma for 7.5 weeks. I had broken arm, broken leg, all sorts of internal injuries.
For the first 2 weeks, we weren't even sure that she was going to survive at all. It was touch and go pretty much every day. She'd have some good times. She was on all kinds of medication, and the monitors were going off all the time. And
when my brother talked to the kid in the hospital, he told him that he had had a few beers earlier that day. And apparently, he either had more than a few beers or wasn't quite so early in the day. I don't know.
You see TV shows where people wake up from a coma and they're perfectly fine. They walk out. Well, the only thing that comes to my mind to describe it is lights on, nobody's home. She wouldn't talk. She didn't respond to anybody. She could not hold her head up. She could not control her body. Her whole left side was paralyzed. She just had no control. I just thought that's the way she was going to be the rest of her life. And when she was discharged from shock trauma, they told us that she would probably never walk or talk again, and we should make arrangements for a long-term care facility for her.
I had physical therapy, speech therapy. I didn't mind doing it at first, but then towards the end it got really old. It got really aggravating. I didn't want to do it.
There's just a lot of things that head injury patients go through in their recovery. A very angry phase is one. She would hit and bite, and which scared me a lot and hurt my feelings majorly.
Like, my relationship with my best friend totally changed. We used to go out like every weekend and go out and do stuff, and I couldn't for a while. And then like that totally changed. I keep losing my train of thought. I'm sorry, what was the question again?
You look at Katie and you think, you know, she's fine, and she's not fine. Her brain is not fine. Physically, she's probably 90% of what she used to be. The short-term memory is the worst thing. It's hard for her to concentrate. It's hard for her to go watch a movie, because half hour into the movie, she won't remember what the beginning of the movie was.
It's really difficult because my memory is so bad that I can't learn. I can't sit down at a desk, have a teacher state a whole bunch of facts, and then have me remember them. That I can't learn that way. So I guess that, and I kept going back, I kept trying, I kept taking new classes, like the different semesters. It's not gonna happen.
I'm gonna set you up. I'm gonna set up for us.
Hey, Tim. Hi.
Good morning. Hi. Want to go for a little
Wanna
walk?
go for a walk? You wanna try? Tim, look at me. We're gonna go for a walk, okay? How's that sound?
Ready? Stand up. See Dad over there? Can you walk over to Dad?
You're taller than I thought, man.
Walk to Mom and Dad.
You all right?
Can you give me your hand?
There you go.
Great, babe.
Look at that.
You're holding tight.
Giddy up.
Doing good, Timmy. Does it feel good to be standing up, honey? You see Dad up there? You gonna follow him?
Come.
There you go. Tim, you're doing great. You're doing wonderful. You're doing great, Tim. Good job. Much better with your leg today.
All right. Cheers. Cheers. All right.
Oh, thank you.
It's all right, Paul.
It's all right, man. Your mom and dad here,
It's all right.
Okay, buddy.
You did a good job, Timmy.
You really did.
Yeah, you did.
I heard the nurse ask, is he bouncing or is he sliding or something? She said, and the therapist said that he was lifting
They were helping him to balance a little bit, but I think he was trying.
Right, but he was moving.
He lifted his leg. I watched him lift his leg.
Tim, fantastic.
Yeah.
Good job.
The leg's pretty sore, so I mean, I think he did a real good job today. I think he deserves to go to sleep.
Go to sleep.
You want to go to sleep now?
Yeah. I don't want you to leave.
We're not gonna
Timmy,
leave.
I don't leave the hospital.
Yes, you do.
Tim, no, we don't.
Yes, you do.
He seems so much like himself, too. You know, now that he's talking, you got him looking like himself. You got all of Timmy kind of coming together, you know, all the parts of him. So it's like, it's kind of exciting.
Spectrum's on.
That's the little fall out of bed plan in general. If we clear up one, then we have one empty bed.
I think that he floated down on Angel's wings. There is no doubt in my mind a boy to fall 3 stories and live through it. It's a miracle. It's got to be a miracle. And it could be you. What you saw in that mall was nothing like what showed up at this hospital. They had to take out part of his brain as big as a lemon. You just don't know how lucky this is, that he's laying here and talking and gonna learn how to walk again. If you don't learn by this, you just don't have a chance of learning.
Yeah. The 3 of us drank just about a whole gallon of vodka. There's a little less than a quarter left. We usually don't do that every weekend. It's just like every other weekend or something, we go and get something.
You can go out and carry on and have a good time, but you gotta knock off the stupidity. You're 17 years old. You just got years to drink. You don't need to be drinking now. Don't you just get bored just going out and hanging out and doing nothing?
Kind of, yeah. It's kind of boring. Go around, drive around, wasting money, wasting gas. We should stop doing all the stuff that we were doing, just driving around, just wasting time. We should go park somewhere and just drink.
Oh, sweetie, we're gonna be getting you up and moving you around and getting you to rehab.
Yeah, but you won't let me go home. They're gonna let me go home and then
It makes me feel so terrible because I know how bad he wants to get home, and it's like, I guess he wonders, well, why can't you take care of me at home, you know? And it's not that I don't want to take care of him. There's things that are wrong that I don't maybe know, and I don't know how to take. And I try to explain. Don't you want to get better, like Mommy told you? And the stronger you get, and the faster we can start moving you.
You know how now you're having some trouble doing things? You feel like it's frustrating?
No, I don't. No, I don't. And I feel frustrated because I have to stay here.
He was looking forward to coming home, and, you know, I finally got it out that he was going to have to go to rehab, and he cried a little bit.
Are you getting scared a little bit? Is that it? A little bit?
Oh,
I know, Tim, but it's going to be good for you. It's going to get you better quicker, honey, okay? Dad's right behind us. Why don't you wave to him?
I'm gonna just lightly touch different fingers. You need to pick the figure that is somehow different. Make a nice tight fist. Open up. Can I see an okay sign? Keep taking one step at a time. When I say begin, yeah, you're gonna pick up one at a time, and you're gonna fill this as fast as you can.
All right.
Okay? Begin. Come across your body.
Oh, it hurts
That's
right
your
there.
heel. Okay, so just your elbow is a little tight, and your shoulder, which that makes sense. Those clavicle fractures are painful, so we can work on that.
They say that I swerved off the road to miss a rabbit or something, and I ran into the tree. Well, I know I'd been drinking a lot that night, a whole lot. I drank probably like almost a case of beer by myself. When I get riding, there's always a beer man out there on the four-wheeler with a cooler on the back of his four-wheeler, and he sells beer, 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 beer. My mom don't know about him, though.
Who?
The beer man.
Who?
The beer man.
The beer man.
Yeah, when we go out riding four-wheelers, there's always a beer man out there.
What's the beer man, Tim?
Guy that always carries around beer.
There's a beer man?
Yeah.
Is that where you get that alcohol that they said that they told me the other couple days ago that there was that alcohol in your blood?
Yeah.
Well, where's this person from?
I'm not gonna tell you. I'm just letting you know that there is one.
What do you think? It's a good thing to have something like that? Somebody around like that? Somebody else?
No, he doesn't do it to, like, hurt people. He
But
just
maybe
does
he
it to
should
make
stop
money.
to think it right. But is that money worth it? You know, maybe he
this?
should know,
No.
yeah, that, you know, I might not have had my son.
Yeah, but he's not the one that gave it to me that night. God, man. Get that through your head.
Well, don't get angry.
I don't think I want to drink beer anymore.
Wow, that's good.
You can't look at me and tell that I've been in a drinking and driving motor vehicle accident.
When the car rolled 4 times, it threw his brain around his skull, sort of back and then forward. The car rolled again, back, he went forward again.
I have problems reading now. I can't read a book without, you know, remembering what I just read. And I've had problems with sleeping, with eating. I've had problems with aggression, like blowing up on my family. And I mean, my family shows me the utmost respect and loves me deeply and will do anything for me. And it's like I keep hurting them, you know.
This accident has just thrown our whole family into a turmoil, into Warren's emotional. He's aggressive at times.
I had a fight with a kid, and we got rolling around on the ground and stuff, and his friend was kind of kicking me. And for the reason, like I was telling you, I don't know why. And I was never this kind of person, but I bit him.
He doesn't think about what he's doing, he just does it. He's impulsive, very.
I just went to court and all, and I was facing first-degree assault with attempted mean, which is a felony.
He was never like that before the accident, ever.
I was the kind of person that just, I'll do anything. I'd have fun. I was like happy-go-lucky. In my high school, I got most outgoing.
I remember crying and I said, I want you to fix him. I want Warren back. I want my child back. And the doctor told me, he's not a thing that you can fix. You lost your Warren on the side of the road. You have to deal with a whole new person now.
I'm living a person that I don't want to be right now, you know, and it's sad. I was like, I guess I was like, I don't know, I never thought, the way my life was going, I never thought I'd want to kill myself.
The depression, horrible sometimes. He would go in his room and put blankets over all the windows and stay in there for days at a time and be in a ball, like a cocoon. And then when he got suicidal, then that's when they hospitalized him.
It meant a lot because, I mean, when people look at me, even my friends, you know, they look at me, I guess, like, that's the crazy boy. All because of, like, a little, you know, just a little car accident. I mean, you don't think about them things, you know, sitting around your house or, you know, you open up Christmas presents with your family one day and you celebrate New Year's, everything's supposed to go crazy, and you don't think about that kind of stuff. But then, you know, the next day, I can't even remember opening up Christmas presents with my family, you know? And then, like, excuse me. But even, like, not wanting to be here and stuff, you know, it's just like, that kind of thing. I guess that what I'm trying to say is I never thought it would happen to me. Not in a million years.
Where is Timmy? They all went riding on the four-wheelers, so then they disappear, and I said 4 o'clock, you know.
There he is driving. He's had some problems. You know, after the accident and stuff, there's a lot of things that he didn't do and I think that he couldn't do. And then started running around with his friends. And then he started drinking a little too much.
I don't see any problem with partying. Just don't think you should do it all the time, every night, but...
Blow him out, Tim!
And why they go back to doing the same thing, I have no idea.
I don't know. If you know how much you can drink and then drive, I can say it's all right.
All the little kids keep saying, where's the birthday boy? Why don't you guys just throw the stuff off in the basement? When we were in Wisconsin. All your aunts and uncles and cousins been waiting.
What, Mom?
They've been waiting 2 hours.
Keep on.
But listen, would you tell them to come?
No, I'm not.
He seems irritable and depressed and feeling sad a lot. He gets, you know, gets frustrated.
Don't let that Joey says, good job, Tim.
Yeah, you're gonna start pissing me off soon.
Right now, the process is slower of, like, you know, he has everything he wants to say and get, but it almost seems like it's slower at getting it from his thought to verbally out.
And mine.
Everybody ready? Start singing.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
You know, I don't know that Tim's ever going to feel like things are 100% back to normal. I don't really think that Timmy's going to feel that.
I never want to be there again. And that's what scares me. I mean, you know, when these kids go out and do this stuff, that, I mean, you know, is it going to happen to me again? Am I going to have to be in that same position again, or am I going to be standing next to a casket the next time?
They keep telling me he'll forget everything. I don't want him to forget anything. I wanted him to see where they brought him in, where helicopters land. And he was scared up there. He asked to come down. He didn't want to stay up there. I want him to know everything that happened to him so he doesn't have to go through this again.
Everybody thinks they're invincible. Nothing can happen to me. And you just make that one dumb mistake, and then that's it. Your life changes forever. Changes not only yours, but everybody else's.
Okay, I'm here at Shock Trauma, and I believe we may have your son here. I'm not 100% sure. Could you describe him to me, please?
We're going right here.